gives the Knights the Kings. But here's the Hatters tonight versus the Canes. Division rivals no more, and we'll do that hockey at center ice with Kaminsky and Nabozny at the dot. And they will do that hockey. Starting lineups for the Canes: Nabozny, Viglino, Loughnane, Poole, and Gutierrez. For the Hatters, dumping in Struble with Hackler, Kaminsky, and Sapelkind, who's already head to the bench. Kaminsky's gonna walk in, and Kaminsky, shamalama ding dong, right below the crossbar. Kaminsky striking early, going down and sniping. And just what the doctor ordered for the hometown Hatters. And yes, they're both spelled with a K. The K Miller boys. Not to be confused with Brandon Raleigh. And I know there's another Raleigh, I swear there is. And John David Raleigh. Viglino chips it off the boards. That's kept in by Hackler. That's dangled and sent up by Markham. Markham onto the tape. And a chance here for Loughnane. Loughnane moves, and a save by Robinson. Danger Will Robinson. 16:20 to go. It feels like we've played a period of hockey already. It's going to be a great night for an evening here at the Ice House. $16-20. The first game today, what a seesaw battle. We'll talk about that one when we have a little more opportunity. Face-off down deep to the left of the netminder Robinson. Kaminsky gets thrown out. Back around the net is Vinsel, and he picks it up and snaps that across. Here's Hackler. Hackler out of the... Parisi loses his stick. Bounces to Kaminsky, the goal scorer. He stops on it down, gives him 9 cents. Shane throws it in front. Oh, and covered. 29 to go.
Kaminsky, good few strong action.
It'll be a face-off outside the Hatter zone. Defensive zone. Picked up by Hackler, and that's poked by Hunter. Frederick down, chips it over to Vinsel. Vinsel, bouncing puck, glove down, swept by Geddes. Swept here and a big chance. Tic-tac, oh, no toe for the Canes. Viglino couldn't get it through. Across the Browning. Browning snaps one rink wide. And that one goes off of the stick of Loughnane and into the netting. 12:56. For the tribesmen who had the fast today, I hope you had a good fast. Lashana Tova to you. Here's to another good year. Or a good year, I should say. That slid up. Hatters break out with speed. Here comes Perm. Perm cuts, hits the shin pads of Geddes. Sapelkind gets over, but can't keep it in. Down on the ice was Nabozny. He'll get a change. A few more Canes change. That's dumped in and bouncing dumped down. Intercepted Geddes. Geddes flips it in. Geddes slams this man with a name like Steel Geddes. How can you not slam the guy once in a while? Oh, bumping into Geddes there. Now digging is Nabozny. Puck comes out to Hackler. He bounces off the walls. Nabozny throws it back to the point. Raleigh. And that's Loughnane throws it hard across. Looks like a power play right now for the Kane, though it's even strength at the 9-minute mark. And out of the reach of Raleigh, fresh legs abound for the Hatters. Kane's trying to capitalize on the change to Bosey, but taken by Struble. Struble with speed past Connie. Struble down his off wing. Struble takes a shot, save, oh, leg save. Far leg save is a rebound machine. Nobody there. Perham spins. Icing wave. He slides it across the wings of the Condor by the linesman. Steele Geddes slides it over. That's up the ice. Viglino tips it forward. Loughnane after it. Robinson sweeps it around. Sent back to the corner. Trying to force it in front. Kaminsky comes back. It's kept in by Loughnane. Sapelkind. Kaminsky. He'll tangle. Try to pick it out of the feet of the linesman. And continues forecheck. Back the other way, it's Viglino. Viglino. And that puck will go to the length. Icing waved off once again. And now it is an icing. Or actually, we're getting a hook. So icing waved off, but Loughnane's going to head to the bin on the hook. Neidig snaps it up, intercepting it is Viglino. Viglino enters the blue line and goes back behind the net. And a chance here down low. Loughnane and getting dumped on the ice was one of the Hatters. Not sure if he threw the body and just missed. Carving, bouncing puck. That's Hackler. And we're going to get a hold on the Hatters, I believe. They're going to send Hackler to the box. A big opportunity here for the Junior Canes. You're down 2-1, 1:26 in the first period. You got a chance to get a power play goal here and cut this thing in half and give you something really good to talk about in the locker room. And poking it and heading up ice is Perham. Perham walking in for him, back in. Oh, what a save by Rempel. The arm is up for the referee, so that may do it for the power play. And it does. So the Kane... So Nabozny will take the face-off with the Miller. It's a pleasure to be here with you on a Saturday night. Brand new year. Shana Tova. Now let's go Hatters. Dingle dangle behind the net to Kane. Snaps across. That's sent away by Robinson. Viglino. Viglino behind the net. Bounced off the boards. Sent out to Geddes. Geddes. Loughnane, Viglino. Here's Nabozny. Nabozny onto the stick. Oh, not sure it made it through. Couldn't see. Think it got blocked before it got through. Viglino. Oh, down hard on the ice. That was Geddes. The chance here, Bellamy trying to will it towards the front of the net. And backdoor banging it, but not burying it is Miller. Bowman behind the net. Now makes it up to Loughnane. Loughnane gets the red line, flips it down, goes and gets a change. Second period. 13:56 to go in the second period. We hope all of those in the Carolina are safe. We hope you have power to watch this. We hope your roofs are out above your heads and bodies are safe in beds. Through the crease that goes, that pops out to Browning. Browning throws it back behind the back of the net. Right in front, had a ton of net. Some had, or I think it was Hackler, got the stick in there. But the two Canes were streaking towards the front of the net. The majority of the net was open. Stepped into his Viglino. Loughnane, and it came out first, and he put it back in, and somebody didn't like it. So the arm goes up for offsides. We'll get changes by both teams. Kaminsky takes the face-off. Bouncing puck comes out, and we're gonna call him right. Man with no, they've given you a number and taken away your name. Mr. 81, we're gonna call you right. Puck digs, pops out. What a save. Put that one in the books there. It's not the first one Pelham's had, but it's a big one right at the halfway point of the hockey game. And a save by Rempel. And another save by Rempel. If you're the Canes right now, you're thinking you can't win a hockey game with a 0. Even if the Hatters had 0, 0 doesn't win you the hockey game. You got to find the first goal. You got to just try to get on the board. If you're the Hatters, you're playing with a 2-goal lead. You don't want to be overly conservative, but you don't have to dingle dangle. You don't need the toe drag that creates opposite numbers. Here comes, sorry, that was Viglino. Down around the back of the boards, taking whack is Nabozny. And that's flip forward. And streaking in is right. Bouncing puck. Struble off the feet. Loughnane in the neutral zone. He dishes it off. And that shot goes, save goes wide. Here comes Kaminsky off to Bellamy. Bellamy gets rubbed out, unaffected by the goal he let up. 5:01, an eternity to go in hockey world. At last look, the Rangers were losing to the Salt Lake City Schmageggies 4-3. I'm not sure what the current score is. (5-4) Schmageggies. So Utah winning 5-4 over the Rangers, end of 2. Not a lot of goaltending, sounds like. Iggy got to dial in. That gets bounced off the boards, picked up, sent down by Mills. The foot race ensues, and icing is called with 4:48 to go in L period. So 4:48 to go. Puck goes back to the point, goes back around, picked up by Vinsel. Vinsel takes his time, bounces it forward, tips it up, picked up Geddes. That sent down Robinson. Robinson plays it back. That goes off the glass, bouncing to Geddes. Sit down. Hatter's showing some life. Oh, shooting it off of Robinson, and Ayush's shooting Wiles Viglino. 3 tries for a quarter for the Canes, and getting mugged was one of the Hatters there by Viglino, and slow to move is right. Viglino just took his lunch money, and they're still buzzing and pinching close. Right there, the netminder Robinson fixing his goal. The goal's 6 inches off the thing. You kick it the other 6 inches when your team can't get out of their own end. But he fixed it instead. There's Geddes. Geddes seeing I shot save Robinson. Danger, Will Robinson. The Hatters pinned in their own zone. Period of tough change. Wright finally makes it over. Onto the taper. Emerson right off a plane and onto the ice. Whipped in front. Taking his time, surveying the landscape was Emerson. That'll hit some bodies, head down, no icing. Browning scoops it up, sends it forward. Picked up in the neutral zone by Hunter, flip forward, that's Perham. Perham goes off the boards, got to Emerson. Emerson 1-on-4, cuts to the middle, rips the puck right past that Viglino takes no problem. Hackler, Perham trying to get it back to Hackler. Hackler will fight it off. Bouncing puck, a chance to clear Frederick back. Frederick, back to Frederick. Frederick lays it to Miller. Miller, not sure if Miller was shooting or passing back to Frederick. But nonetheless, it hits a stick in the lane. The halfway point of the third. And a chance for Viglino, and he tries to wrap around, and he banks it off the foot of a Hatter, I believe. The good effort on the wraparound, it was going wide. And then I believe it hit the foot of a Hatter and just went right inside the post. And with 2-2, we have a hockey game that potentially brings us free hockey. I don't want to mush this. We still got 9 minutes left. But maybe we get some overtime. We all know how much we pay. We might as well get some free hockey. Free's a tough word to find. Here's Miller and Nabozny. Swept back to Raleigh. And there's some juice in the Hurricanes right now. There's some sugar in the Canes. Back behind the net. Throwing the body, Sapelkind. Miller. And that's a back to Miller. Miller to his own feet. Miller tries to cut the net. And he gets rubbed out by Parisi. The Atlanta faithful trying to get the team going.
Those are on the boards.
Up comes Sims. Sims with extra gear. He goes down and the arm goes up. And Sims is just about to put his team on a power play. And you got to know that means something to Sims, a former Hatter. Let's not pretend. Trying to put some mark on the game, coming back to the ice house and drawing a big penalty there on the effort. And 6:21 to go. You got to kill 2 minutes. And you got to get 2 goals just to carry it on. Not insurmountable by any means, but definitely a challenge. Definitely a challenge. Let's see how the Hatters react. That's one back to the point. And that shot through the crease. That's back to the point. It's laid across. Loughnane. Loughnane lays it across. Misses Waterson. Waterson sends it down low. The Hurricane have the luxury of being very, a little dangle, but pulled it back. The Hurricane have the luxury of being very, very picky right here. And that shot's blocked, Sapelkind. They have the luxury of just taking their time. What do they care if the minute and change goes and they don't
the Canes
showed up? But they can just, for the last 10 minutes, and they put their mark on the board 5 times. That's flipped up and out. And an icing with 2:23 to go. Well, Coach Gaylord's just telling his guys tomorrow we're going to play 3 periods like that. Like we did in the 3rd. And the Hatters coaching staff, they're going to say, we need you to play 3 periods like you played in the 1st. Well, and the 2nd. You could have gotten away with it. Two minutes left. Just taking their time. And a little coincidental. Nabozny heading to the box. Kaminsky with some words. Nabozny ignoring it.